All right, guys, Mr. Antonucci here, and in this section, we're going to talk about significance tests for population mean or mean difference. Our first video here, we're going to talk about how to state the appropriate hypotheses and check conditions for performing a test about a population mean. So previously, we looked at the conditions for constructing a confidence interval, random 10%, normal large sample conditions, and these same conditions must be met in order to do a significance test about a population mean. So, just to review real quick, the random data come from a random sample of the population, 10%. If you're sampling without replacement, your sample size has to be less than 10% of the population. And then the normal large sample condition, a couple things here you just have to keep in mind. Either the population is approximately normal, the population distribution, if we know that, or if the sample size is large, greater than or equal to 30. If neither one of those is true, then you have to look at the distribution of the sample data. If the distribution um, is a graph that shows no strong skewness or outliers, then you're okay to proceed with the hypothesis testing here. All right. So in our example here, according to the Animal Diversity Web, adult golden hamsters have an average weight of 4 ounces. And Animal Research wants to test this claim. The researchers select and weighs a random sample of 30 golden hamsters. So we want to state the appropriate hypothesis for the researcher's test and make sure we define the parameter of interest. Okay, so it's important we put the null, the alternative, and define the parameter in context of the problem. So we have the null is mu is equal to 4, and the alternative is the mu is different than 4 or not equal to 4. So the parameter of interest where mu equals the mean weight in ounces in the population of adult golden hamsters. Now, the way the problem was worded, there was no direction in the difference or the claim. So it just says an animal researcher wants to test this claim. So he's looking for any difference at all from 4. So this is going to be a two-sided test. The second thing is we want to check if the conditions are met. So this is where we have to do the random 10%, the normal large sample. So the random condition is met because we have a random sample of 30 golden hamsters. 10%, it's reasonable to assume that 30 is less than 10% of all golden hamsters. And the normal large sample is just met with a sample size of 30. 30 is still okay. It's the line. We're right on the line, but we're okay here. So again, remember when you're checking the conditions, you have to specifically state how each condition is met. You can't just write the conditions down and put a check mark next to them. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Hope that was helpful to you. Reach out if you have any questions and check out the next video.